And welcome back to the show. It's the Christmas edition of the AM News Now. I'm Arba Kumson, and we start off with President Akufo-Addo, who's used his Christmas message to urge the citizenry to remain determined, hardworking and disciplined to propel the country despite the setback caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. He's been advising Ghanaians to use the season to reaffirm their faith, hope and trust in God and Jesus Christ.
On behalf of my wife, Rebecca, my daughters, grandchildren, and members of my family, and on behalf of the government, I send best wishes of the season to you all as we celebrate Christmas. In a year filled with several highs and some lows, we're having for the first time in a long while to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in a subdued manner. We're having to make merry, albeit under restrictions, as a result of the global pandemic of COVID-19, which has not spared our shores. In spite of this, the epic story of Christmas provides us with an opportunity once again to affirm our faith, hope, and trust in Almighty God and His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, and to imbibe in us a deeper appreciation of a sense of hope in times of adversity and triumph over uncertainty. We in Ghana have good reason to be thankful to Almighty God for how far He has brought us. Our nation is united and at peace. We continue to be a beacon of democracy on the continent, having conducted, even in the midst of the pandemic, a transparent, free, fair, credible, and safe general election, which has been so adjudged by all impartial domestic and international observers. Our economy is rebounding at a much faster rate than originally anticipated. We're ensuring that the basic elements of social justice, that is, wide access to quality education and good health care, are being met. Food is affordable and is in abundance in our markets. And we are seeing to the transformation of the Ghanaian economy, which will bring in its wake jobs for the youth of our nation. We're not there yet, but there's now a much greater belief that with discipline, determination, and hard work, we will make it. And I assure you that our nation is being put on the path of progress and prosperity. So, fellow Ghanaians, in all our celebrations and reflections on 2020, let us adhere to the COVID-19 protocols by respecting the enhanced hygiene and mask-wearing protocols. It may be unconventional, especially at a time when we gather to make merry, but that is one way to ensure that we will make it to the new year healthy and alive. Let us celebrate safely and responsibly. All of us must avoid anything that will jeopardize the lives of our beloved ones and put others in harm's way. Let us be a blessing on the lives of those in need, and through our actions, bring good cheer to all. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May the Christmas season bring you joy, and may the new year usher in a new era of blessing and growth for you and for everyone you hold dear, by the grace of the Almighty. May God bless us all in our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong.
Let's turn to politics now, and 2020 campaign manager of the governing New Patriotic Party, Peter McMenu, has attributed the huge loss of the NPP members of parliament in the just-ended parliamentary elections to what he describes as poor relationships between the MPs and their constituents. That's not all. He also indicated that the MPs were unable to thoroughly communicate their campaign messages to the electorate within their areas. More than 40 NPP MPs, including ministers and deputy ministers, lost their re-election bid. The party has already set up a committee to probe the huge loss. Mr. McMahon tells Kwesi Parker-Wilson that the 2020 campaign team, which he led, cannot be blamed for the poor performance of the MPs.
The party did training of all parliamentary candidates. We did a manual. I can show you samples of it here. We did a manual upon which we trained them on how to conduct their campaigns. Okay? We didn't leave them to themselves. And we went out there to meet them, Central Region, Western North, Upper East, etc. Because the campaign had a set of trainers who had been trained. And we did the manual upon which they would look through to train them. So you cannot blame the campaign totally for the failure of an MP who could not get re-election. The way you behave in your community, etc., the voters will say, hey, we don't like you. We don't like this behavior. So some of them needed behavioral changes, which were not forthcoming. So if you do that, the voters will punish you.
Speaking of MPs, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Inusa Fuseni, on Thursday refused to honor an invitation from the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service to answer why he asked former President Mahama to form a parallel government on Accra-based Pan-African TV after the declaration of the results. According to the CID, although the MP had indicated appearing before them at 10 a.m., he didn't show up. DSP Juliana Obeng, who speaks for the CID, tells JoyNews the police is considering ways to compel the MP appear before them.
I think that earlier on we spoke, and I did mention that we're still waiting for the Honourable Member of Parliament for Tamale Central to join us here for some kind of questioning. As at the time I'm speaking to you now, he still has not reported. My boss, Director General CID, Isaac Kaniaboa, Commissioner, makes me understand that we still make room for any eventuality that probably might have happened on his part, and so we are still expecting to see him. But if up until the time of closing, our official time for closing, which is 4 o'clock, he's still not around, my understanding again is that we would have a team meet and then discuss the options that is available to us, and then move on to the second part, or the option that we'll choose from the many options that's available to the CID for cases like this.
So what are some of the options available to the CID?
There are a lot of options available to us. We do have a legal team that would advise on which option to choose, but I shouldn't at this moment, when we haven't been officially told that this is the option that we are going to take, to say anything. I can only say that we do have options.
So like what? I mean,
we do have options. We do have options, and we do have options. It could be anything apart from the invitation extended to him, and I'm very sure that we would choose one that would suit us.
But he hasn't communicated to your office that he's not coming.
As at the time I'm speaking to you, there hasn't been any communication whatsoever.
Have you contacted his lawyers?
We extended an invitation to him through the Speaker of Parliament to report here at 10 o'clock. And so I do not think that it would have to, once we're expecting him, call his lawyers to say A or to say B. The expectation is that he honors the invitation. And like I said earlier, if up until the time of closing, he has still not reported, or he's still not seen on the compound to report to the appropriate office, the CID has options, the Ghana Police Service has options, and it would use which of the options is suitable for them.
But for me, in situations like this, what happens when a suspect, or you invite somebody to come to your office and the person doesn't show up, in situations like this, what happens?
In situations like this, this you know, we treat every case as one, because of the merits or the demerits that the case has.
But that's an invitation.
And so,
an invitation
what we need to know that the police has powers, constitutional powers that it works with. And so I go back to say that we do have options. We'd go through those options and choose one that is appropriate for us.
Do you feel disrespected as a president?
My bosses have not communicated so to me.
Let's turn our attention to the Ashanti region now, and perhaps you might have been fortunate enough to have received a card during the Yuletide in times past. The joy it brought was on another level when, as a child, you found a currency note stashed inside. But when was the last time you purchased a Christmas card for a loved one? Is it recent or you can't remember? Well, Love FM's Kwesi Deborah has been exploring whether Christmas cards are still in vogue.
But you're winning the price there, saying 12 cities. 12 cities. Okay. It brings the things that mean the most to you. Have a great time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So something like this is commemorative. It's a yearly thing. And so whoever gets this would appreciate this.
We have cards for fathers, daughters, sons, and mothers.
It be a 12 cities and a 5 cities, 15 cities for her, 2 cities in now.
Apart from digitally printed cards, some artists are experimenting with handmade ones. This is Aid to Artisans Ghana, and their main aim is to raise the income levels of local artisans. It's Christmas. Let's enter and find out the goose in there.
I'm the branch manager of Aid to Artisan Ghana. This card is from Philip Opuni. It depicts the true culture of an African warrior. And this is also the Jinyame symbol. The Jinyame symbol is the supremacy of the Almighty Father. You buy them and then you can write maybe Christmas message, I love you, missing you, whatever you want to write inside. The cards, in fact, they are not expensive. We have these ones going for 10 cedis, the rest going for 5 cedis.
Some are 10 cities, some are 12 cities, some are even 2 cities. I got this card from my uncle some 12 years ago.
Kwesi Deborah.
Mona Lisa.
What do you have here?
Yeah, that's a card from my uncle. Christmas card, more than a decade old.
That's
just
very
classic.
thoughtful of him.
That's classic. Received any card for anybody before?
Oh yes, way back in SHS we used to get a lot of cards from our boyfriends, but we got quite a number of cards from our relatives. Yeah.
A text message and a Christmas card to a loved one. Which one would you prefer?
For convenience sake, I would prefer sending text messages because it's faster, it's easier, and it's more convenient. With as little as 10 Ghana cedis worth of bundle, you can forward to so many people as compared to having to buy cards, 15 worth of cards for Kofi, for Ama, for mom, for dad. No, that's too much.
Oh, I don't really remember buying a Christmas card for a friend. But when it's Christmas, I send text messages than sending Christmas cards to my friends. Since text messages are faster and convenient and cheaper, I think a text message is better than.
I've never bought a card for somebody at all, but as for the text messages, I normally do. Because text message is very easy. I mean, you can even search lovely words from the internet and then you send it to the lovely ones. It's very easy than the card, and then carry on the card. It's not easy like getting the message.
Usually, the older folks, you don't just go online or Facebook or WhatsApp and send a message to that person. In our time, it doesn't show respect. But if you want the person to continue to have you in his memory, you always want something like this to show, to demonstrate your love. And therefore, it is still in use, it's still in vogue. It is not something that has faded away, it cannot.
A text message or a card? A text message, a card. Which one would you prefer? Perhaps you get a card for a mother and a text message for the rest. Or a card for
a text message or a card. Personally, I think a card is more intimate and personal, but at the end of the day, the thought is what counts. I'm Barbara Kumson. That's it for the AM News.
Great! We're still here on the AM show. It's all colorful this morning. Check out Araba. I was just complimenting her a short while ago.
Thank you.
And it's time for the news review. And guess what? CEO of Maslock, Stephen Amwa, who is Member of Parliament elect for Ishaya. So he joins us for the special review. And let me just say congratulations, first of all, for coming up.
Let me just say
Trumps.
Thank you very much.
And for joining us this morning.
For giving me the opportunity.
Great. Araba.
Yes, and Mr. Amwa also successfully defended his PhD, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
How was that? That must have been tough.
Yeah, I had PhD in actuarial science.
Actuarial science?
Yeah, wow. Basically, macroeconomics, finance and mathematics.
Right.
Last year, I did a new model for Ghana.
Okay.
Will come out very soon, financial model.
Wow, yeah. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
So math and power.
By the grace of God, the finance.
You know, we're actually talking mathematics.
I'm more finance.
You're more finance.
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dig into it this morning. We're going to hit the online portals and let you know what exactly is happening across Ghana and the rest of the world. So, Araba?
Okay, so
let's take a look at, I think we're starting with myjoyonline.com.
Yes, so we're starting with the headlines and on myjoyonline.com, and the top story there is a picture of Majority Leader Osaiche Mensah Bonsu, and it says MPP is sorry, so I'm sorry too, and he's referring to the Fomena MP and how the party has apologized to the MP in the wake of his re-election.
Right.
Yes. Also, we are not there yet, but with determination and hard work, we'll make it. That's President Akufo-Addo in his Christmas message to Ghanaians. Also, MPP's review committee to summon Peter McMenu over party's election 2020 performance and gazetted results of parliamentary election to be on sale December 29. That's attributed to Assembly Press. Also, nobody has the right to ban us from protesting. That's the NDC's Peter Otukuno.
Right. So let's also do government announcing Monday, December 28th as a public holiday. I hear some of you saying, hooray! Well, it is. Then court rescinds arrest warrant for Power FM presenter. Then there's 5,966 fire outbreaks recorded in 2020 fire service reviews. Wow. Almost 6,000. Then there's police prevent group of political parties from embarking on peace walk. That's with myjoyonline.com. But I want to bring in Mr. Amwa, the Maslock CEO, and also a member of parliament elect for Nshia. So especially on, if we could just scroll a bit up there, that first story with regard to we're sorry, we're so sorry. Chairman Sam Bonsu, majority leader, you'll be making your entry into parliament. How do you feel about how the Fomena MP was,
treated?
How do you feel about that?
My regards to our viewers this morning. I thank God for having the opportunity to go to parliament.
Right.
With respect to Fomena's issue, I think it's quite dicey. I'm not a legal practitioner.
Right.
The reason he decided not to contest the primaries, I really don't have information. Because as a result of asymmetric information, I really don't know. But whatever went in, if he was right, then what we did was wrong. But if it was wrong, then what we did was not wrong. But it looks like we had similar cases throughout the country. So it means something might have been wrong with us. I mean, if I say us, MPP against those, some of them that were prevented or probably were not given fair treatment. But the good thing is that even God says that if you show remorse whenever you commit any antisocial behavior, you're forgiven.
Right.
And if the entire party, majority leader, or other key internal stakeholders are demonstrating that probably something might have gone wrong and that they are sorry, I think I stand by that.
Let's stay on that issue. I'd like to pick your thoughts on what you make of the 40 MPP MPs who lost their seats, many of them ministers and deputy ministers. What do you think is attributable to their defeat?
I think the Ghanaian electorate, if you are not into politics, sometimes you see things differently. Madam, it's not easy. I think we need to analyze a matrix of factors. One, it could be that in terms of their relationship with the electorate, those on the ground, probably there was a detach. It could also be that maybe the one that was contesting the NDC candidates might have been stronger. You know, sometimes when you're in opposition and you're actually planning to wrestle power from somebody who is in government, especially at the constituency level, you have more time with the people.
Right.
And the people also expect a lot when you're in power. And sometimes they even think it's MP who is supposed to do roads, and they did not. So a lot of, and even the politics, let's be very honest, the people can like you. If you don't manage your critical activity pathway in terms of the processes, the operations, somebody can also take it.
I see.
I mean, even in US, what happens?
Yeah, that's true. So it's a multiplicity of
exactly.
factors.
Anything that involves labor, a system that people are in positions to do, your own people can even let you down.
I see.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's very difficult. Each of them might have had its exclusive or his exclusive or her exclusive situation. And not until we go into it one after the other. Very difficult to draw inferences. But I think on the whole, the individual's relationship with the people contribute immensely towards their loss.
Okay, so right before we move to the City Newsroom or graphiconline.com actually to check out what they are saying, what was, very briefly, Mr. Amwa, what was your trick in terms of securing your seat in Shiaso?
My trick?
Your trick. What happened?
My trick.
What's your secret?
I've been there. I've been living in Shiaso for about 40 years. Had my primary school. I went to Pukuari there. And I'm one person that those who are watching me will attest to this fact that I'm down to earth with everyone. If you are far, you think I'm a motor child. I'm animated when I speak.
Right.
I have high tone and pitch, so you might judge me wrong.
But is that what helped you reach out to the people?
No,
for them
but
to
when I'm on the
vote
ground,
massively
it's
for you?
different. My life from politics is different.
So what did you do? That
I
made
do
you
a
vote
lot.
for
I
you?
did a lot. Sorry. About 10 years ago, I started a community library. I sent a lot of the kids to school. I'm not, even though I'm not rich, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I sent some of them into scale acquisition, and I've been there with them. I'm on the ground with them. They really love me. I've never seen it before.
Right.
And those that they know. So I think my relationship gave me the victory. And I prayed a lot. I mean, in spite of everything, I rely on God.
Let's pray that relationship doesn't end abruptly now that you become a member of parliament. We'll go to graphic.com.gh. Araba will do some of them, and then Mr. Amwa, you also do some of the headlines as well.
All right, so I think the top story there is EC disowns social media gazetted election results. And you have a picture of the EC chairperson, Jean Mensah, there. There's also the story of the MP-elect for Senna West, saying that he's committed to reuniting constituents in Senna West. Also, tell your supporters you lost. MPP points to, I suppose, defeated legislators, MPs. And Akufo-Addo to swear second-term oath in Parliament. You know, in times past, it was done at the Independence Square.
Right.
But this time round, they're going to do it in Parliament. Mr. Amwa, perhaps you may want to do a few of that.
Copies of 2020 transitional handing over notes presented to Chief Justice. I'm committed to reuniting Senna West MP-elect. Uphold peace, unity at Christmas. Christian leaders admonish Ghanaians. NDC banned from further protest in Accra. That is by the police. Last minute shopping picks up. Cohesion, love must prevail at times. Professor Kofi Ajikun. Publish pink sheets to prove you won polls. MP for Manchia, North, there's NDC. NDC demonstrators call for recollation of results. Tell your supporters you lost. That's MPP points to Mahama.
Oh, okay, so it's rather to Mahama, not the MPP MPs.
Okay, so let me just quickly pick your thoughts on what you feel about the demonstrations, the NDC hitting the streets in different parts of the country. Now we're being told the police is stepping in. What do you make of them? Constitutionally, they have the right to demonstrate.
Yes, they have to constitutionally. In the first place, I think MPP will do something like that before, but not like this. When we had issues with the results, we put our things together and went to the court to actually comply with the stipulates or the demands or the definition of the constitution with regards to this. But let me say this, if NDC guys will be honest with God and Ghanaians, in Ashanti region, all the top guys of the NDC were there. Is it Betimo Dusu? Right. If my memory serves me right, Lawyer Maleba, you can call them. We were there. They were sitting one side, like this room, and they were other side. The EC in front, and all the media houses in Ashanti region were there. They went through every pin sheet. Those they had issues. They called for also pin sheet because they said they don't want to accept. They went through each of them and approved.
But it's not fixed in one region. It's across the country.
What I'm saying is, we are still including Ashanti region. Let's be very honest. I know multimedia, to me, is one of the most trusted media houses in Ghana. You did your collation. You used one of the top statisticians in Ghana, Dr. De Graft. I'm not on air to say De Graft is NDC or MPP, but you can do your checks. And you guys say we won. And your result was not in terms of standard deviation or in terms of probably its deviation from the central figure or the median figure of the EC. It wasn't anything significant.
So the point basically is, do you have issues with the NDC hitting the streets?
Oh, I think it's wrong. They have to use the court. Because if we all want to hit to the street and behave this way, what would have happened?
Good point. Point well made.
That conversation will continue. We'll end now. The calls for the NDC to go to court. They've stated why they won't go to court now. At the appropriate time, they'll go to court. But let's talk about Christmas. I mean, this Christmas is different from Christmases in the past because of COVID. How are you celebrating the Christmas?
I had threefold, tedious, very laborious task for the past weeks and months. The election, I was still the ECO, and I was preparing for my PhD. So I'm so exhausted that I will stay home.
I guess we are all exhausted.
I will stay home, yeah, because I'm very tired. Extremely coming here wasn't an easy task. I will stay home. But not Christmas elsewhere. Even family members stay home. I don't know if probably I'm married. My wife wants us to go, but I mean, I like staying home Christmas.
Right.
I like staying home.
Do you have a favorite Christmas carol?
Song?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the one they sing for the birth of Jesus Christ.
There are so many of them.
No. Is it what? Oh my God.
What about Yamawa Fishiapa? Yamawa Fishiapa.
Well, there are the local ones as well.
That one too. That one and the other one.
Yeah.
You see, that one and the other one. I think because my voice is not so Yamawa Fishiapa, I think we do.
Right.
It's nice if you're gonna play that for Ghanaians.
Okay, so right before we wrap, what would be your message to all of Ghana? Christmas message, that is.
My Christmas message is a message I'm giving to Ghanaians from now up to the time Jesus Christ will come. I beg NDC and PP, I beg the media, I beg each and every one to make sure that they place social interest over individual interest. Corruption. It's killing all of us. It's not because of NDC and PP, whether the media, the police, not even the religion. But of course, we are the politicians. Make sure that going next year, when you drive between Medina and then Ridge, and you see increasingly the barefooter case on the road, remember that any bad thing that you do to state resources will affect your generation to come in your family. That's what I can say.
Okay, so
I'm very passionate about that.
Araba and I are going to be backup singers for you. That carol, that local carol, it's probably one of the easiest. Yamawa Fishapo, Yamawa Fishapo.
I'm not going to use G Claire for what? My voice is terrible.
That's one. So on one.
Please let me say this, I beg you.
Okay.
My mama, I'm here Finshapa. I mean, she can speak.
What's her name?
But she can't speak English, so I have to say.
Okay, so on 1, 2, 3. Yamawa Fishapo, Yamawa Fishapo. Afia koma to ya ye dinu pepe. Yamawa Fishapo, Yamawa Fishapo. Afia to ya ye dinu pepe.
Merry Christmas to you and yours, wherever you are. May the joy of the season visit you in your homes. And may we have a better 2021 in the year ahead. I'm Gary Al Smith. And on this Christmas edition of the AM Sport, let's first hear from the GFA president on his message for the season.
My dear colleagues in our football industry, it is a privilege to come to you at this time of the year to say thank you for the amazing support you've offered our Football Association. On behalf of our hardworking staff, on behalf of the Executive Committee of our Football Association, we say thank you for an amazing but very, very difficult 2020. Soon, this year will leave us, and we'll all look into the new year with great hope and aspirations. To my dear Premier League clubs, it's been already 6 weeks of exciting Super Premier League action. Back-to-back actions, back-to-back games on TV, delicious football, and I think that overall, we have enjoyed our 6 weeks. Overall, everybody and each one of you have conducted yourselves in a very professional way.
Let's take a look at some Ghanaian elements of the Christmas. George Boateng, who played for the Netherlands, but is of course of Ghanaian descent, and is now 45 years, has given us a bit of a lighter side to what we know about him. He's into coaching now, and he gives us a bit of his culinary taste and music taste as well.
I love my food. I'm trying to remain slim. It's really difficult when I'm here. Yeah. Really difficult. Because I love my banku too much.
Is it with okra?
Yeah, with okra soup and stew is delicious. Yeah. And because I'm from obviously Asantini, so my fufu is also, I take it quite serious. Yeah. And when I was growing up, my dad could eat fufu in Holland like 3 times a day. Wow. Yeah. So I was really impressed, and I grew up with this dish, and so it has become one of my favorites as well. But I love when I'm here, you know, doing the safaris. Going to the beach is one of the things I love, like being at Labadi Beach. I play tennis at the Labadi Beach Hotel, and I relax on the beach. Obviously, in the UK, I hardly have time to go to the beach. And the weather. The weather makes a huge difference in what's possible during your day. So yeah, I love swimming. You know, hanging around the pool is one of the stuff I do. I think it's no different to every person that is here and looking for a bit of leisure and relaxation.
So do you also love like Ghanaian music? You are not really a music type.
Oh no, don't say that. I'm very passionate about my music. Yeah, I love my Afrobeats. Oh. Yeah, I got actually 2 really big favorite artists in Ghana. Kofi Kenata is one. Yeah, I love Kofi's song because his songs are not violent. His songs, the lyrics are quite subtle and sometimes about love and about progress in life. So I love Kofi's song. Actually, when I came last year around Christmas, the day before I was departing, I heard that Kofi Kenata was performing. So I said to myself, no matter what, even if I have to miss my flight, I have to go and see Kofi Kenata performing. So I went, and I got to the airport just literally an hour and a half before my flight took off. But it was worth it. It was worth it. And the second artist that I also enjoy is Stonebwoy. Yeah, I love Stonebwoy. I think I saw him performing, but I've never seen an artist work so hard and to give his all on stage. And he was meant to perform for 1 hour, but he stayed for an hour and a half. I was like, that's outstanding, because some of the artists overseas, when they say 1 hour, at 59 minutes they start packing their bags already. So it was great to see Stonebwoy performing. I am very passionate about my music.
His passions, his love, his career, and all that. We'll be seeing it. Very light interview, you know, nothing heavy today. 2 p.m. on Sports today. You can watch that with Ore Kwampofo, who had that interview done. We'll be finishing on a very interesting note like we did yesterday, and it's about Great Olympics. Yesterday, they drew in their game with dwarfs, but Langabell has something to say about their club anthem. I mean, in Ghana, when it comes to club anthems, arguably Hearts of Folk have the standard. But Joseph Langabell disagrees.
You see, sometimes, Asante Kotoko, and it's the Amati they did them who give them music.
I see.
It's not them. As of all, Romo. You understand me?
Yeah.
As of all, it was Romo.
Okay.
For them, before we are in a class stores in it. As we say, hey, then I could see to come polio say, hey, we all are saying until 2000 as of all take the Champions League, where Romo make music for them. In 1981 to 83. Then Kotoko took the African Cup of Nations. Then this man, how do you call it? Amati did or some
Pat Thomas or
no that man, that short man. No.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nana Tufo.
If he's not Nana Tufo, one of the musician. Then he made that music for I said take out mambo. You see, when we do
Thank you.
If the Olympics to take someone, only say hey, only but we have anthem. Our Olympics, we are great. Be the praise, the holy day. Be assured. Well, Charlie, don't allow my feelings come to the Babylon.
I do want you to let my feelings come to the Babylon. Merry Christmas.
Did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is a great I am. The great I am. sheo wow no awa sembia mati enichi sembia mati oh Jesus for Bethlehem awa sembia mati enichi sembia mati oh Jesus for Bethlehem.
Beautiful singing from Lordina, the soprano. And I don't know, your voice just melts me, Lordina. Thank you. Yeah, it's melting all of us. I mean, in fact, I'll tell you, in the back room there, all of them are melting, but they won't say it. They're shy like that. I know. So I'm saying it on behalf of all of us. So beautiful singing from there. And we're going to take our very first lesson. We told you, not 9 lessons on carols, 4 lessons, yeah? So we're bringing you that right now. And Lordina, the soprano, is going to take the very first one. Fingers crossed. Let's do this.
Our first reading is taken from Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Let's hear the word of God. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." I take the last verse again. Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him. Thanks be to God.
Well, wonderful reading there. We're in the Christmas mood and we're taking some verses of scripture from the Bible. But Lordina, you know, honestly, I only heard of you today. I got to know you today, but your voice has simply blown me away. Now tell me, who is Lordina the soprano? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, I'd say that Lordina the soprano was born out of me singing soprano, of course. I'm a member of Harmonious Chorale Ghana.
Right.
And so after, you know, going through some training and, you know, some little exposures here and there, I decided to do a solo work myself. I'm not out of the choir though.
Okay,
but
because I was just about to ask whether you were still
No. I'm still with the choir. Okay. But on the side, I'm doing my solo works as well. So basically, that's all about Lordina.
How long have you been with those Harmonious Chorale?
8 years.
8 years?
Yes.
Out of which, for how long have you been singing alone, like going solo?
I think I've been singing solo for a while now, since university days. Okay. It was where they met me, actually, because I was doing.
Right, so you were doing your thing.
I was doing my thing, but then the exposure was not really that great until I met the choir. And then, you know, they have a big stage, and so they gave me the exposure. Yeah.
So I'll ask you this. The Beyoncés and so many other musicians started from good old church. Is that where it started for you? How young were you when you started singing?
I was 9
9
years old when I started singing.
Did you think at the time that you'd be doing this? Was it just, oh, it's a gift, I sing well? Did you get that family support? What was it like?
I had support from family. I mean, when they realized that I could sing, I had the support. And so they helped me through the process, and now here I am.
Right. Oh, beautiful. And I'm sure we can expect many more of this from Lordina, the soprano. But we're going to take a bit of a breather. And when we return, we have Benajay, who will also be taking a lesson and also delivering some wonderful music. Do stay with us.
Savior, which is called Christ, the newborn Prince of Peace. Oh, 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 ring on merrily, ring ye Christmas bells, ring, ding dong, ring and proclaim the newborn Prince of Peace. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Oh, come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. For him alone is worthy. For him alone is worthy. For him alone is worthy. Christ the Lord. Oh, come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Afi ako apro abotu yenbyo, nyami enkumyen wa mafia tu yenbyo. Afi ako apro abotu yenbyo, nyami adum yen afia tu yenbyo. Afi ako apro abotu yenbyo, nyami enkumyen wa mafia tu yenbyo. Afi ako apro abotu yenbyo, nyami adum yen afia tu yenbyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yen asubyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yenbyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yen subyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yenbyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yen subyo. Afi shapa, afi komo tu yen Afiatu yen bio Afrishapa Afrishapa Avin komo tu yen Asubio Afrishapa Afrishapa Avin komo tu yen bio Afrishapa Afrishapa Avin komo tu yen Subio Afrishapa Afrishapa Avin komo tu yen bio Afrishapa Afipa Afrishapa Afipa Avin komo tu yen Subio Afrishapa Afrishapa Avin komo tu yen bio Oh yeah, Papa no yo, boni nanko. Papa no yo, boni nanko. Afiatu yen, ye reason no pay. Afiatu yen, ye reason. Yeah, oh yeah, Papa no yo, boni nanko. Papa no yo, boni nanko. Afiatu yen, ye reason no pay. Afiatu yen, ye reason no pay. Ya mama bishapo, ya mama bishapo. Afiatu yen, ye reason no pay. Ya mama bishapo, ya mamu afishapo. Afiatu yen, yeah, oh yeah, Baba no yo, boni nanko, Baba na oh yo, boni go. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe. Afiatu yen, yeah, oh yeah, Baba no yo, boni nanko, Baba na oh yo, boni go. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe. Afiatu yen, yeah, oh yeah, Baba no yo, boni go. Baba na oh yo, boni go. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe. Afiatu yen, oh yeah, Baba no yo, boni go. Baba na oh yo, boni go. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe. Afiatu yen, yeah, oh yeah, Baba no yo, boni go. Baba na oh yo, boni go. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe. Afiatu yen, yezi no pe.
All right, thank you so much. So that's Ben Ej. He's a soloist. And Ben, wonderful voice you have there. How long have you been singing?
Over 30-something years.
Over 30-something years. Wow, you look so young. You don't look a day over 20. 30-something years.
Yes.
So this is a talent that you've nurtured over the years.
Over the years, yeah.
I see. So you're a soloist.
Yes,
so a lot of people know people, sing in choirs and things like that. But what does it mean to be a soloist? When you say you're a soloist, what exactly do you do?
Solo, as a word, means
one yes.
Individual. Means I move alone. I do my things alone. I have my own initiative, which is Ben's initiative. That I
actually come closer to the mic.
As like I sing alone. I go for functions, do my own thing, have my keyboardist. Then I stand there, I do my own thing. That is why I'm a soloist.
So which kind of places do you perform at?
I performed almost everywhere, even at the swearing-in of the current president, the very first time.
Wow, really?
I was called to...
4 years ago, almost
yes,
4 years
exactly,
ago.
4 years ago.
Okay, oh, great.
I was called to... I and Hugh Mazakela, who were the two people I asked to come and perform at the State House during the swearing-in,
I see, interesting.
Yeah.
So that must be one of your major highlights of your career.
Exactly.
You say you've been doing this for the past 30 years.
32 years, actually.
May I ask how old you are? You look like you are 21.
Not on air anyway.
All right, no problem, no
yeah,
problem, I
that's
see.
fine.
So tell us, what does it take to be a soloist, or how do you thrive in your career?
Yeah, you need a drive. Trust me, you need a drive. And in every industry, there is challenges. So you need a drive. You don't have that drive, you can't do it. Because you get criticisms. You get, I mean, they hear things about you. Some wouldn't mind to find out what happened or what didn't happen. They'll try to come and lambast you, don't want to talk to you, don't want to come around you because of what they heard, without even asking.
Right.
Yeah, but they just go ahead and take their decisions, trying to be nice. Some of them, they'll try to frown at you, but I stay focused.
That's interesting. I mean, people watching will be like, okay, so someone wants to have a career being a soloist. I mean, what does it take to be a soloist? Because it's not a very common career.
Yeah, that's true. Now, when you come to music, as in music, now it's about the singing. You ask yourself, what do I have? If you're in the industry, I always tell people, stand out. Don't do the things everybody's doing. Do a little bit different from what they are doing. Otherwise,
so in your case, what have you been doing differently to stand out?
Now, for instance, what we do, what I just did is a hard life that I'm doing with the way I do it. Somebody comes to stand here, I'm trying to make sure that person cannot do it the way I am doing it. That's what I try to strive at. Now, I strive at trying to hit very high notes, sing very high notes, whereby others will find it difficult to get there. And that's my brand I try to build. Whereby, I mean, anybody can do anything, but when it gets to a level, you cannot get there. That's the brand I try to build.
I see, interesting. And Ben, you have a program coming up. Tell us, all the viewers, about that.
Okay, God willing, today in the evening at 6 p.m. at Akari Church, just opposite Children's Park and near Kempinski Hotel, around the National Theatre area. We're having a Christmas concert, which starts at 6 p.m. and closes at exactly 8 p.m. We want to do a very short concert for people to have a feel of Christmas, because today is Christmas Day. We're trying to see something like, not every day we do before Christmas. This time I want to try it and do it on the day of Christmas. You have the feeling that today is Christmas Day. And it's free. We're not charging anybody anything. Just come there, come and enjoy beautiful music, and come and support beautiful things about Christ. The theme is Christ is born.
Christ is born, indeed. Yes. Usually on Christmas Day, a lot of people prefer to stay at home with their families, but this is a good opportunity to celebrate the birth of Christ, isn't it? So you have a message for us. So tell us about that.
Yeah. Before we go, the other groups coming on board, we have the Inspirational Youth Choir, we have Teshika Methodist Presby Church Choir, we have Vishnu, he's coming all the way from Cape Coast, and we have Kwesi Ocher, he's a bass singer, and we're expecting the Winneba Youth Choir to be on board as well. That's a surprise performance coming from them.
And the Winneba Choir is always, it's glorious watching them. I mean, they're so talented.
Very outstanding.
So great. So you have a scripture reading that you're going to read to our viewers?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. It's taken from Matthew chapter 1 from verse 18 downwards. This is how the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit, because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law, and yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace. He had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us.
Emmanuel, God is with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Benny J. And as you heard Ben say, Ben will be performing for free at the Red Church at 6 o'clock today. So make your way there if you don't have anything doing, and go and celebrate with him. Let's celebrate the birth of Christ. You're still watching the AM show. I'm Marba Kumson. We're taking a short break, but there's lots more ahead. Don't go away.
Everyone. Tie, 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 abofunde, retonyumde, wawachikwa. Tie, tie, oh tie, orito wayeyinyumde, enyo nyam kenyame wo, so asunje enije woni emo. Say, tie, tie, oh, tie, abofunde, retonyumde, wawachenkwa. Oh, tie, 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 waritu wayeyinyumde, enyo nyam kenyame wo, so asunje yenije boni pemo. Oh, enyo nyam kenyame wo, so yeah, asunje yenije boni pemo. Si afia ko apro, abato yenso bio, ejonya mi yatumye, wahama fe pato yen, afia ko apro, abato yenso bio, ejonya mi yatumye, wama fe pato yen. Hey, afishapa, afinko to yen so young, afishapa, kobe to yen beyond, afishapa, kobe to yen beyond. Yeah. Afia ko apro, abato yensu bio, ejonya mi yadomyen, wama fe pato yen. Hey, afia ko apro, abato yensu bio, ejonya mi yadomyen, wama fe pato yen. Hey, afishapa, afinko beto yen subyo, afishapa koba to yen bio, afishapa Christmas Day. Oh, I have joy in my heart, deep down in my heart. Oh, I have joy in my heart, deep down in my heart. Oh, Jesus gave to me, and no one can destroy it. I have joy in my heart, deep down in my heart. Ooh, Jesus gave to me, and no one can destroy it. I have joy in my heart, deep in my
Che Mensa on the beat on the AM show. Charlie, they sing, what's it? Hey! Charlie, we could do some a cappella. A cappella. But let's do what you just ended with.
I have joy in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Yeah, I have joy in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Jesus gave to me, and no one can destroy it. I have joy in my heart, deep down in my heart.
Yo, what are you talking about? This Christmas is going down right here. Look, Charlie, I did feel you.
Oh, Charlie, by God's grace, so.
So.
The way they feel me, by God's grace, they feel me.
But tell us a bit about yourself, Che Mensa.
Okay, so Che Mensa is a gospel and Christian musician and a guitarist too.
Right.
And I've been doing music professionally for 2 years. I've been singing basically my whole life, from Christ the King School to Reverend John T. Memorial Institute to Central University. I've been singing for like a long time. And I'm the son of the legendary producer Fred Dima. So
so the link right there.
The link right there. The link right there.
You know, it's like they say in other places, you can sing. You can sing. So it started right from when you were little.
Yeah, from...
When did you identify your talent?
I would say from class 2.
Class 2?
Class 2, actually. So the funny thing is that Bennett J was my first music teacher. Bennett J that just finished performing was my first music teacher in Christ the King. So from class 2, my dad made me do like a lot of jingles and stuff in the studio. So it just went from class 2. But I really knew that this was something I was supposed to do long term when I was in John Tay for secondary school.
Wow. Wow. And what has the experience been like singing? I ask this because, you know, I mean, Kwame Eugene was even sharing recently how, Charlie, he was singing then and his father sort of disowned him and all of that. So how was it like for you pursuing this artistic, you know, talent, singing and all of that? What was the response of family? What was the response of your friends?
Okay.
I mean, how has it been taken?
I mean, I have a very, very supportive system. That's my family. My parents are very supportive. I told them that this is what I wanted to do. And with my dad being in the music industry for more than 30 years, he was more than willing to help me. But with friends, it's like, I think they all knew that this was the path I was going to go to. I mean, I met a few of my JHS friends that I haven't spoken to in a while, and they were like, I guess you are doing music, right? And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So everyone has been so supportive. I've not had any, you know, negative feedback or anything. Everybody has been supportive.
Wow. Yeah. Lucky you. Some don't have it.
Yeah, some don't have it that way. Yeah. Some don't have it that way.
Right. So what are you looking forward to, Che Mensa, come 2021? What exploits are you looking forward to?
Okay, well,
in the coming year?
Okay, so in 2020, I released a single, that's Take It All. And in 2021, we are hoping that we release a few more singles and an album. And then, by God's grace, we'll have a little concert just to invite people to just come and have a good time in the presence of the Lord.
Right. When you're doing that, do invite me.
Oh, definitely.
Invite all of us.
Everybody from the control was so nice to me. Everyone was so nice to me. I think I'll invite every single person.
Invite us. We'll come along as our schedule permits.
Definitely.
But it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Having you here.
Thank you so much.
There's more coming your way. And, but before that, let's find out what your message is for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the people would love to know, hey, what is your Christmas message to them?
Okay, so I just want to tell everyone, just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and I want you to remember the reason for the season. The reason is God brought his own son down as flesh to help us, to dwell with us, to save us from our own sins. And the season is just about giving. So please, when you have the chance, give, just give, because God loves a cheerful giver.
You know, what you just mentioned, yesterday I put up something on social media, and I wasn't kidding. This season, like not just this season, I give, but this season, I've had to fork out of my pocket so much. And it's just because, we take certain things for granted, but I'm on for bread, like seriously. Yesterday alone, I can't but I had to dole out a whole lot. Today, I'm continuing on that tangent, not because, Charlie, it's kind of promise like that, but people have real issues. And this season is all about love. Love weighs more than any other, thing.
And so the thing is that
let's reach out. Let's love.
And the thing too is that God looks at what we are doing, like looks at our hearts, like what you're saying. I'm sure God is smiling down on you and telling you that, look, my son, 2021, I'm going to do something for you.
Amen.
Just from this. This is a word.
Amen. I receive it. I receive it. But amen, sir. Charlie, big ups.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for joining us. And coming up next on the show, there's still more. Most Reverend Dr. Paul K. Boafo. He's chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana. And he's going to be sharing with us his reflections. That's from the Christian Council of Ghana. Most Reverend Dr. Paul K. Boafo. And we'll cross over now and hear from him. Okay, so Rev, a very good morning to you.
Very good morning and Merry Christmas to you and your cherished viewers.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great to connect with you. So let's start from here. Before we get to your message and all of that and your reflections, what has it been like for you this year, 2020? It's been quite a year. We've been hit with COVID, we've had our elections, everything. Sum up the year for us, 2020, in your own words.
Well, thank you very much. And I would say that the year 2020 has been a very eventful, challenging year. A year full of all the anxieties, the fears, and everything that has come with it. We started very well until we got to March, and then we were also hit by the pandemic, even though it was all over the world. And since then, the world has not been the same. We have had to go through the new normal, which has come to stay with us with all the protocols, the restrictions. But in the midst of all these, from the Christian Council perspective, I would say that the Lord has been good with us. He has heard our prayers, and the lockdown was eased, and the restrictions also minimized. Now we can go out, not as normal, but with all the restrictions, we still see ourselves and we can reconnect. And today, being an important day in the history of the world, we are not locked out, just as we were locked out in the Easter, but we can come out and celebrate the faithfulness and the goodness of God, God coming to stay with humanity. That alone gives us hope. That alone gives us the good news that the Lord is still alive and he has kept us and he will continue to see us through it all.
So very interesting. A whole lot to be thankful for this year. Now, Reverend, I would ask you, as Ghanaians, having gone through all the things we've been through, what do you think in terms of delivering your reflections? What do you think we can still look at 2020, regardless of all that has come with it, and say, thank you, God? What are some of the things you feel we should be actually thankful for during this season?
Right. I think from the first instance, going through the pandemic, it was not that easy at all. We had to be locked out and locked in. And that alone, if we are out, it gives us cause. And we also had a number of people who lost their lives during the pandemic. That alone should also give us cause to be thankful to God. Again, when we look at what happened with our general elections, going through registration, exhibition, elections, and after the elections and the declaration, if we still enjoy the peace that we have always talked about, then we have every cause to say thank you to God for his mercies, for his love, and for his mighty hand upon us as a nation. We can say that the Lord has been good to us. Individually, we can say it's been good, though we cannot say that all has gone well. But since we have life, since we can move about our things, and since now we can come out and even share, observing the protocols, we can say thank you, oh God. The Bible says that in all things, give thanks. So in the mountaintop experiences and the valley experiences, we still have to say thank you, oh God, for bringing us to Christmas and into the twilight days of the year 2020.
Most of us, enter a new year with resolutions and all of that. If from where you sit, if you could proffer New Year resolutions for Ghana, for the people of Ghana to adhere to, what would they be?
Well, thank you. I will say that if Ghana should make any resolution for the new year, it is the peace that we are all looking forward to. That we prayed to God that he should grant us his peace before, during, and after the elections. So one thing that we would ask of God is that, Lord, grant this nation your peace which passes all understanding, your peace which will bind us together as one people, your peace which will see development, your peace that will see Ghanaians living with a common destiny, your peace that will build bridges and not break down bridges. This is the first thing that we will ask for. We will also ask that since we have a new parliament, the parliament will look up to Ghana first. Everything. God grant that this parliament, which we are going to have after 7th January, will be a parliament that looks to the welfare of the people, that they will put all partisan ideas and sentiments away and make sure that whatever bills are passed will be to the good of Ghanaians. Again, our resolution for the nation is that development, the welfare of the people, will be paramount in the next government that we have. And I pray that this will be the mindset, this will be the agenda for us in the year 2021, when God has brought us into a new year. That's my prayer.
Well, Rev, we would have to say a big thank you to you. I know you're starting your service in the next few minutes, but we're so grateful that you've been gracious enough to give us this time this morning. And all that you've prayed for all of Ghana, we wish you and your followership, the congregation, that many times over. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So that is, Most Reverend joining us for this discussion. It's been, can I even call it a discussion? His message, his reflections that he's been giving us. Right now, let's cross over to this one. Eating is important, especially at this time of year. And Chef Gary from the Labadi Beach Hotel is about to teach all of us another way of garnishing tilapia to make banku and tilapia sosket. Simply delectable. Let's take that from here.
Christmas is about family, gifts, and food. One of the things you'll be doing a lot this season is cooking. So, how about we take you along as we prepare one of those dishes that we usually would order from outside? I'm talking tilapia. So join me as I take a trip to the Labadi Beach Hotel, Ghana's 5-star hotel, to meet the executive chef, Chef Gary, who will help us prepare tilapia to celebrate a very Merry Christmas.
So thank you for agreeing to cook for us.
You are welcome.
Okay.
Can I take off my mask because
yes,
we're going to cook?
Please do. So what does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas is the time of the year that no matter where you are in the world, families can come together, and no matter what we are going through at this moment in time, the hardships, the COVID, whatever we are challenging in the world today as people, yeah, this is one time of the year that we can come together and sit down at a table and have a meal together and laugh and enjoy, and for that short moment just forget everything which is not good in the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important.
Absolutely. So what are you making for us?
Well, first of all, at Labadi Beach, the reason why we are in front of the buffet, we are famous for our buffets, and for Christmas we're doing the most amazing extravaganza with all local, beautiful big turkeys, local gammons, amazing food, cold desserts. We make our own Christmas pudding, we make our own mince pies, we do everything in-house.
Okay.
So we are doing a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Because this has been such a terrible year, we are not calling it Las Vegas, but we're calling it Last Vegas 2020. Go. Okay? And that will be celebrating the new 2021 in with a new year.
Nice.
We as humans will adapt and we will carry on because that's who we are.
Absolutely.
Now, for today, I'm doing something different. I'm doing beautiful, beautiful fresh tilapia, just brought in this morning from Troper Farms. Troper Farms is the second largest producer of tilapia straight from the Volta, in the whole of Africa. Okay, and we are lucky enough to do a deal with them, and they are supplying us directly twice a week with fresh tilapia.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a Christmas tilapia special, still traditionally, but just with a twist of plating.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So
what I'm going to do first.
Can you explain that?
I'm just putting a little bit of oil on the grill, and then your garnish that we do for the tilapia. We're just going to do the tilapia garnish. The tomato I'll wait because tomato cooks quickly. So we don't want the tomato.
So this is just onion and green pepper?
So this is just onion and green pepper just to give it a nice saute. With a little bit of salt. And that's it. And pepper.
Okay.
So we're going to just do that. And we're going to saute it nicely. And then when it's nice and sauteed, we'll remove it. My tilapia is already in the oven over there. So I'll go fetch the tilapia and we'll serve it with a nice side salad. Yeah, with some nice vinaigrette. And of course, traditionally, we like to serve in Ghana with banku. Okay? So I've done the banku in a slightly different style.
Okay.
The body beat style. As you know, I'm always different. I don't like to be the same.
So how long do you keep this on the fire?
A few minutes, it's nearly done. It's just to get the color. Nearly done. Now, let me go and fetch the tilapia.
So can you explain what you added to the tilapia?
Right. So what we've done is, here's the tail, here's the head, and we've taken the whole tilapia. Instead of leaving it whole, I've made cutlets. Yeah? So what we're going to do now,
so what, I see that's pepper?
this is the tilapia mixture that we use for the tilapia. And we're going to put it on really nicely.
What's the secret ingredient? Chef Gary, just give me one. I know you won't give me all.
Okay, we make our own peri-peri spice here at Labadi. So we take a whole lot of spices besides the pepper, and then we make our own.
So there's ginger in there.
Ginger, garlic, peri-peri spice, fish spice, salt, pepper, some cumin, coriander.
Okay.
A whole lot of stuff inside here.
And then you keep it in the oven for how long?
So what we do is once you marinate it, it goes in the oven on 160 degrees centigrade for 25 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes and then it comes out. We put it on the grill and then we're going to serve it now.
Okay.
Okay. So, to get ready to plate. The first thing I'm going to do is take the head. And then I'm going to put the middle of the tilapia.
So how do you know that tilapia is well done?
From the way of cooking it, we know because it's a very soft fish. Take this away from me, Matilda. Give that to Ebenezer.
It's hot.
All right, because tilapia is a very soft fish, and we're cooking it to the bone, because we have cut it into cutlets, yeah, it won't take more than 15 to 20 minutes to cook well done.
Okay.
Okay. So now, there's your whole tilapia. There's your head, there's your tail. But it stops you. It's easier now to be able to use it. Okay? But we're not finished yet. Okay? Sweetie, can you pass me a new plate there?
Yeah. Should I help you with this?
No.
Okay.
And I will take this away.
Should I put it here? No?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Now, voila.
Oh.
We have done banku, but in a different way. So we've molded it into something that we call quenelles.
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 My producer would need about 8 balls of this.
Well, we give 2 a portion. If they want more, they can always ask for more.
Okay. And this is your fresh vegetables.
And this is my fresh side salad with a little bit of dressing.
Oh.
And there you got it. Labadi Beach, Christmas, fresh tilapia from Tropo Farms, yeah, at your disposal. Easy to cook, easy to eat, yummy to chill. With a nice glass of red wine or white wine, you're done.
That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That certainly sounds, smells. I can smell it through the screen. Scrumptious. I'm going to head over to the Labadi Beach Hotel right after here to, indulge in that banku and special banku and okra stew there. But let's talk about owning a home. And Waylead Properties offers amazing prices this Christmas. I'm joined in the studio by Emmanuel Nyako. He is property sales consultant, and Evelyn Amegai. She is the property sales consultant as well. Good morning and welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
First of all, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Usually, what do you do on a Christmas day? You wouldn't be standing in a studio.
Actually, we have a special package for our homeowners. That's why we are here today.
You're dedicated to your home. Tell us about the packages that you offer.
All right. So first of all, someone will ask, what is Waylead? Waylead is actually a company we've been in existence for the past 15 years. We are into development of houses across the globe. So we are in US, China, and now in Ghana. We've been in Ghana for some time now, and we've done 3 projects. One at East Airport that is 100% sold out. Now we are developing our luxurious gated community of detached homes at Lashibi and our apartment at Lashibi. So now, basically, those are the 2 things that we are doing now. Our detached homes are 3, 4, and 5 bedroom expandable homes. So if you buy a 3 bedroom, for example, and you want us to make it 4 for you, you are not paying for the additional changes. You get a 4 bedroom at the price of 3 bedroom. If you have a 4 bedroom and you want us to make it a 5 bedroom, we'll do it, make it a 5 bedroom for you without any additional cost. If you want a 5 bedroom, you want us to make it a 6 bedroom, no additional cost. So that is what we are doing then. Then our new baby, the Alphabet City, is also coming up. Homeowners can move in March 2021.
Where is that located?
That's also located at Lashibi. Okay. Actually, Lashibi, we have around a 50-acre land that we are developing. So half is for the detached homes and half is for the apartment, which is the Alphabet City. Right. That is 2 and 3 bedroom homes.
Okay, I see. Interesting. So what's the price range? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people find the packages very attractive. So for somebody who is interested or is considering, and you see it there on your screens, describe to us what we see on our screens.
Okay. The price ranges. The apartment ranges from $77,000.
So what we are seeing right now are the apartments, right?
Oh, this one is the townhouse.
The townhouse.
Yes.
Okay.
And this one ranges from $289,000, and it's negotiable. Because of the Christmas, we are even giving 5% bonus.
Oh, bonus?
Yes,
you're giving us a discount?
Yes.
Really? Wow, interesting. So make your way to Waylead. I see. And what about the apartments?
The apartments ranges for $77,000. And then we have 3 bedrooms apartments too. That one is $101,000.
Okay, so $77,000 and
$101,000.
Yes. Okay, so is there some form of arrangements for those who cannot pay
cash
all upfront?
Yes.
Yeah, we understand the business, we understand the economy. So we are saying that give us part of the payment. For the townhouses, we give you up to 24 months to pay without any interest. So within the 24 months, you make a down payment. Within the 24 months, no interest, then you pay. Then for the apartment, we give you up to 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, so from today to 5 years, take your time and pay. Up to 5 years, no interest. But if you want to go beyond these terms, then we refer you to our mortgage partners. They will give you between 5 to 20 years to pay for the houses. So what they will do is that they will pay us the whole sum of money if you qualify. Then you take your time. So it will be like you are paying rent, then you are paying towards your house to the bank. You'll be in the house and you'll be paying. Oh, wow. So we have all those.
Very, very attractive packages. Interesting. So these are located in Lashibi, you say?
Yes, please.
That is near the Sakumono area?
Yes, please.
I see. And of course, I mean, it's just accessible. I mean, you can use the motorway and you can use the Spintex road.
You can also use the beach road.
The beach road, yes, to access it. Interesting. So you say you have a discount for your buyers this Christmas, 5% discount. Yes. Tell us about that.
So if you are buying the townhouses, you are getting 5%. If you are buying the apartment, you are getting 10%.
Oh, wow.
The good news is if you are a frontline worker, because of the COVID, we are also giving a special discount. Okay. So special discount for frontline workers. Okay. And throughout this holiday period, anyone visiting our site will have a special voucher, discount voucher. So besides this discount that we are giving, you also get a voucher that will give you more discount.
Oh, I see.
So today our sales executives are on site. You can pass by. Tomorrow we are there to 31st. And if you visit our site from now to 31st, besides the discount vouchers, you are getting a lot of goodies, a lot of Christmas gifts. So we entreat our homeowners. Let it be part of
the place. Very interested in the goodies. So what kind of goodies are you offering here?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a surprise. So we want you to visit with the entire family, even if you don't have it in mind to buy. Just drive towards our estate, come with the children, come and have fun, come for the surprises. We have a lot of surprises for the people who visit us during this period.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Nyako. He's property sales consultant at Waylead, and also Evelyn Amegai. She's also a property sales consultant there. And you heard them. They're offering a 5% and 10% discount, depending on which package you want to choose. So make your way to Waylead and take advantage of those.
So those who are not in Ghana can also visit our website, www.waylead.org.
Right.
If you visit our website, you can do a virtual tour. Okay. So you can, on our website, you can see all our houses. You can walk through all our houses as if you are there and we are taking you around. So you can also do that if you don't want to drive all the way to our site. You can also do that. Or you can also call our numbers on the screen, and then our sales executive will attend to you.
All right, thank you so much. And you're still here on the AM show. But coming up is Showbiz with Kadi, and her guest is musician Che Nyum.
You're the one for me. Come and set me free. Oh, you're the one for me. Oh, minyawa. Benzazo mwa. Benzazo waswa. Ameno behoba. Oh, minyawa. Benzazo mwa. Benzazo waswa. Ameno behoba. A Christmas fever. So I say, a pro, a bottle yen subio, a jonya mi wenkum ye, wa ma fe pato ye, hey, a pro, a bottle yen subio. Jonya me wenkum ye wa ma fepa to ye enti afisha pa afika moto yendubio afisha pa kama to yembio hey afisha pa
Wow. So we just heard from JoyNews, and I know you are amazed just as I am this morning. And Merry Christmas to you guys, and thank you for tuning into the Showbiz segment right here on the AM show. My name is Kari, and this morning I'm hosting JoyNews, and he gave us a splendid performance. And let's just have a quick chat with him, and then he'll go back to playing the music for you guys. So JoyNews, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
How have you been?
Very, very well.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Many happy returns.
Yeah, so before we started the show, we played your song, Agro.
Yeah.
And then when was this song released? And then tell us about it.
Okay, so it was released, I think, 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And this is a beautiful high life song, you know. Most of the time I try to fuse the new school into the old school vibe. So that is what I'm about currently. This song is a beautiful love song, party song, wedding song.
What story does it tell?
Well, it talks about you trying to let a beautiful girl know that you like her, and then you like to make her feel good and then look good, just as you're looking.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, how many songs have you released this year, 2020?
2020, I released 3.
Okay. Agatha is part, right?
Yes, Akonoba, Agatha, and then Agro.
Okay.
It all came along with some videos as well.
Some videos as well, yeah. So, as you started as a musician, do you have like an album out, an EP out yet?
Currently, I don't have any EP or album, but I'm planning on releasing one. I remember I spoke with you.
I think early this year or last year.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you released 3 songs this year. How many songs have you released in all?
You know, I have 5 songs.
Wow.
Yes,
and you're already everywhere.
Yeah, I have just 5 songs.
What about collaborations? Do you do more collaborations?
Well, with collaborations, I have a few collaborations that are not out with colleague friends of mine. Not huge artists or A-list artists, because I believe I'd have to build my brand to some extent before I start featuring big artists.
Okay, so that's on purpose, not feature A-list artists.
Yeah, if I get it now, if anyone finds me and be like, oh, this guy is good, I'd like to be on a record with him, I think it's good. But you know, me reaching out, I would have to involve a lot of things, so I think I'd have to take my time and then build my brand to some stage before I feel very comfortable to do that.
Okay, so guys, that's JoyNews talking to us about his music and how far he's gone and why he doesn't want to feature A-list artists on his songs for now. Obviously, he has that in the back. But let's just enjoy some more performance from him, and then let's see how it goes.
Yeah. And you wanna say, genuinely, Eti, menche Valentine sana meji yodo. Betina menche maye monkomo. Oshami bosse bu bebo. Me homa ye free ne misruwa. Me still semene wo beko. Me chameni baby me hu bia. Oba kufu wasetina ya uosi kanso shawanine. See I'm missing baby ya wenti as I want my agumete. Oba kufu wasetina ya uosi so show an inje. Oh, see, I'm missing, baby, I won't see as I want my dear Agomete. Found Sato Mensayam. Jimenim Namini Wachi, Yan slow, and I am pen intentem. Yapan slow motion, and I yapan slow motion, and I yapan slow motion. Yam pen intentem, mo yapan slow motion. Give it to me slow motion, and I yapan slow motion. Yam pen intentem, mo see. If you are a miss, wanna give a gist, me didn't go to a shower from your head to your hips. Wanna make you wet, so when the tin set, I'm a JJ so when massage in your chest, see. Wine for me, girl, baby. Girl, you know I'm gonna make you see. Miss Ata will see, baby. Girl, I never wanna see you frown, see. Wine for me, oh, baby girl. Girl, you know I'm gonna hold you down. Miss Ata will see, baby. Many one echo. Found Sato Mensayam. Jimanim Namini Wachi, Yanane, slow and I am pen and zentem. Yavan slow motion. Wow.
Shenyum on the beat, there. Hey, so this show has been brought to you kind courtesy of Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, a wholly owned Ghanaian company with over 15 years experience. Their affiliate company, Elegant Home Products Limited, fabricates and sells high quality UPVC windows and doors profiles from Turkey, plasterboards, cornices, gypsum adhesives, and accessories. Now, Elegant Homes has luxury residential properties in prime areas, including East Legon, and we also construct properties in other parts of Ghana. Elegant Homes is now selling 3, 4, 5 bedroom executive detached houses at its gated community, Elegant Courts. That's in Katamanto off the Adenta Dodowa Road in Accra. So you're thinking of getting in touch with them, yeah? I'll be giving you the details shortly. You can actually locate them in East Legon and Elegant Courts in Katamanto. The numbers to call 0244 699053, 0248 974428, as well as 0576 597 419. So you can check them out. But hey, Araba, Kadi, it's been wonderful. It's been quite a year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
To all our viewers.
Yes.
And of course, Chenyum continues to serenade us with some wonderful music. Charlie, you be bossy wati.
Thanks, boss.
That's how we wrap it up on the show. Chenyum will give us some more music.
Oh, funny down when I'm a fail. I be why I sing this song for you. If you're not doing me so, yeah. Only be a man or a fat chair. Genuinely,